Well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We're Sharon and Hank Uloff from Uloff Creative Marketing Solutions. When you're looking to solve your marketing, HR, sales challenges, we're the small business coaches that you call because we are the easy button.
On this viewcast, you will meet and learn from successful entrepreneurs who are out there making it happen right now.
And here's how it works. If you've watched a few of the viewcasts, you know we send everybody the same questions so that when you watch the viewcast, you get used to how successful people are doing it. And we're going to just have some fun with it.
And here's the kicker. The interview itself will be just 7 minutes and 21 seconds long.
That's because our anniversary is July 21st.
Yes.
So let's get started. Would you like to introduce our guest?
Certainly. Our guest today is Victoria Murray from InBoxVA.com.
That's InBoxVA.com. Cool. All right. Are we ready to get started?
We are ready to get started.
Awesome. You asked the first question. I will start the clock.
Awesome. Okay. Keeping in mind that we only have a 3-story building, what is your elevator story?
My elevator story is I give entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, and coaches the benefit of time. By allowing me to come in and manage the back office and manage your team, that frees you up to do what you need to do to grow and scale your business. That's short enough?
That's perfection.
Awesome. Okay, so expand just a little bit. What is your business really all about?
My business is all about management. When you go into whatever field you're going into, you do not go into it to manage your copywriter, to manage your VA, to manage your graphics. You go in it to do your task and create content. If you leave those chores to me, that frees up the time, that makes your inbox, your emails go down. It makes your phone stop ringing quite as much. So I like to call myself the back office manager.
Absolutely. Yes. I know some promotional product people, and they spend, not invest, a lot of time every day calling factories asking, we have 12 orders with you. How are they doing?
When are they shipping?
Why can't they just hand that to Victoria and let her make those calls, get all the information, and get it back to you? Why do that yourself? It just makes so much sense.
Absolutely.
Which frees up your time to do what you love to do.
Absolutely.
So, Victoria, why should our listeners flock to you?
I have experience. I have been in the administrative field in the corporate world for over 20 years, as a virtual assistant for over 5, and I'm coming to my first year as a certified online business manager, because I do not hear the word no the first time, so that if you need something done, I'm going to be able to push to get to your answer.
The online business manager, that's a step above the regular virtual assistant, isn't it?
That is correct, because I'm able to manage your team. So you'll have a virtual assistant, you'll have a graphics person, you'll have an attorney. If you are a speaker, you'll have a stylist. And I'm the person that comes between, I'm the gatekeeper between you and the rest of your team.
There we go. So what tips do you have for our listeners?
Learn how to delegate. And when you learn how to delegate, learn how to take your hands off of it. Build that trust between whoever the person is you're delegating to. Build that trust so that you know it's going to be done. And then don't hand it to somebody and then hang on to it and have this going on, because that makes everyone's life miserable. I would also say learn effective communication. I'm a wonderful person, but I cannot read your mind. So if you tell me what I know, I can't do it. So make sure that you're able, even if you can't tell me the whole story, give me enough of the story that I can fill in. And then once we work together for a while, I'll learn how you are, and you won't even need to tell me the whole story. I'll be 3 steps ahead of you. You'll ask me to do something and it was done Tuesday.
This is not a normal question. I heard Sharon talking about this on a group call the other day. What's the easiest way to get somebody or to start to delegate? What's that first step to letting go and letting somebody help you?
Trust. Trust
Yeah.
is the first step because this is your baby. You've worked very hard to build this business and you don't want to see it fall. You're also probably a micromanager because you had to do everything when you first started. So
Yeah.
to let somebody else take your baby, just like when you have a natural baby and you take it to daycare for the first time, and then you call every 20 minutes and you're on that camera the rest of the time, same concept. You're trusting me with your baby.
So it's take that one step,
Build the trust.
let her perform. Hey, look, that wasn't so hard.
Let me give her something else. And then I also believe in open communication. When you delegate something to me, I use several project management tools so that I can tell you the steps I'm taking towards completion. So in the middle of the night, if you wake up panicked, you can log on, you can see, oh, she did this, she did this, she did that, we're good. And that will also help build the trust.
Cool. Do you have an amusing job title for what you do?
I'm the getter doner. That's what I call myself.
Get her done.
I'm the
Huh.
getter doner. I get her done.
Chief in charge of getting it done. There,
Get
yeah,
done. Yeah.
awesome. And what are the most common questions that people ask you about what you do?
The online business manager, well, let's back up a little bit. A lot of people have never heard of a virtual assistant. They
Wow.
have no idea
Yeah.
that it actually exists, especially the people that are newer into the entrepreneurial world. They have no clue. So that
Yeah.
when I say that I'm a step above, well, you have to know what a VA is,
Right.
or I
Yeah.
can tell you I manage your team of VAs.
There are a lot of VAs, I'll say it this way, that are overseas,
Mm-hmm,
and there's a time and a language gap.
mm-hmm,
Um, you're in the US.
mm-hmm.
Actually, what state are you in?
I am in Kentucky, the
What?
Commonwealth of Kentucky.
It's one of my favorite 50 states.
It's
So, so,
actually pretty nice here.
so you're there, and clearly you communicate. Come on, everybody, you can tell that this woman communicates perfectly. So there isn't that gap because you're in the States,
Mhm.
and um, that's just that is just my observation of most VAs that I hear in other areas. Plus, you have that business background, which is very much going to help you. I'm sure you give a lot of advice to your entrepreneurs too. Have
I
you tried
do.
a lot? And does it start with, have you tried this?
Mhm.
Or let's try this.
Yeah.
It's more, let's try this.
Yes.
And back to your original statement, when I first started as a virtual assistant, one of my marketing tools is English is my first language. Because you may get someone who is English speaking, but if English is not their first language,
Right.
when they write their copy, you can tell it.
You can.
And
Absolutely.
and it makes a huge difference. I have to be real honest. It makes a huge difference. Again, going back to my example of the promotional product people, if I have you calling several factories and saying, we had this model pen, the order was in that date, what's the shipping date, and there isn't specific communication. For example, that order was supposed to ship UPS ground or UPS overnight. There's some very specific details there that can get lost in translation. So
Mhm.
I completely understand that that works real
Mhm.
well. So is there, if when somebody's watching, what's the best way for them to have start a conversation with you? Do you have a special offer? Do you have what do we do if they're watching?
I do have an offer right now because it's not just me. I do have a team, and
Mhm.
I have a new person who is amazing in social media. So
Ooh,
I am promoting her right now. And I am saying we can do 3 months of social media, 2 platforms, 30 days each for each platform for $997.
wow, it's a great way to start having your social media. See, and social media is one of those things that a lot of small business owners, they come to our webinars and they're just, I don't know what to do. So
So if they want that offer, Victoria, how do they reach out to you and let you know?
My email address is sales@inbox.com. Or if they just want to go ahead and schedule, They can do calendly.com/inboxVA and just get on my schedule. And I
You
can
got
talk
them.
them through the graphics and the metrics so we can see what time their readers are reading. We can try to help them get their Facebook group up if that's what they want to do.
Okay, so it's sales@inboxva.com. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Sales@inboxva.com. Cool.
Correct.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. This is a fast 7 minutes.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, go connect with Victoria and make sure that you connect with us at howtogettherefaster.com.
Yep, you get 30 minutes free with us on a success call. Most small business owners that take advantage of that report back that it was worth at least $10,000 in increased sales or savings to their bottom line. So we can start our conversation together at howtogettherefaster.com.
And if you would like to be on the Marketing Checklist Viewcast as well, make sure that you let us know when we have that success call.
There we go.
See you next time.
So good to talk to you again.
Same here.
Appreciate having you with us, and everybody else.
Pleasure.
We will see you next time on the Marketing Checklist Viewcast.